I remember that day in August when Kendrick suffered his heat stroke. It was August 7th. It was one of the hottest days in the month. It was very humid. It was first day of football practice, and Kendrick, who was just trying out for the football team and having his first day of practice, suffered a heat stroke. He presented to the emergency room, and I was on call and paged to the emergency room. Kendrick was a big boy. He was 6'3", about 240 pounds, and I thought he was an adult when he first came in. His body temperature was very hot. He was 108 degrees, and the thermometer wouldn't register any higher. We put some ice on him, cooled him, started a couple IVs, shipped him upstairs to the intensive care unit called Arkansas Children's Hospital, and transferred Kendrick, where he eventually died of multi-organ failure because of his heat stroke several weeks later. The foundation was started in 1996 by Mike and Rhonda Fincher and was established as the Kendrick Fincher Memorial Foundation. The goal of the foundation was to be a leader in hydration and to educate both parents and teachers about the complications of a heat-related illness.
Being hydrated is very important. You've got to be hydrated to keep your body going throughout the day. You're less tired. It's something your body has to have, and Rhonda and the Kendrick Fincher Foundation are the only people I know out there that are trying to get this word out.
When we first heard of the Kendrick Fincher Foundation and what Rhonda was doing, we naturally wanted to be involved in this promotion of what she's doing.
With what happened with Kendrick in 1995, was just an absolute shock to me that could ultimately happen to an athlete, and especially of that age. So it really brought it home to me.
Heat-related illness affects all of us, especially children. Those complications can start off just as a heat cramp and progress to heat exhaustion, and hopefully, but never can progress to a heat stroke.
And I think it's so important to teach kids exactly the importance of hydration, nutrition, things like that, working out, and it all just kind of goes together. So I think the Kendrick Foundation really shows people and teaches people and their children exactly why you should drink a lot of water, a lot of fluids, a lot of liquids, electrolytes, things like that.
Well, this is a disease that can be prevented, and Rhonda has worked very, very hard, along with so many others that have been involved. And this is something that is very, very good for all of us. And we need to be reminded quite often about what this can do.
One of the key factors, not just in safety, but players' performance, is hydration. I think having this opportunity that coaches and parents and players that would understand the importance of being hydrated, not just before, during, and after. I think the information the foundation brings is not just preventive, very educational. And of course, it brings a lot of insight because there's a lot of myth and misunderstanding about the need for it. I think the foundation has a clear message on it.
Kendrick Fincher Foundation has benefited this community and communities all over the United States. They send water bottles to any team, classroom that needs water bottles. We have classrooms here that every child has one on their desk.
The foundation is to provide cool huts also at local events when the temperature is very hot. We have an annual youth run which attracts about 500 kids, where we try to teach kids how to exercise safely. The foundation has also recently partnered with Gatorade, both in the promotion of hydration and preventing any type of heat-related illness.
We felt like we wanted to support an organization, that number one, had a good message that they could promote with passion and with continued success.
And any athlete that participates in any kind of sport, and there's any kind of effort that's being put into it, there's always a risk of this disease, and there's always a risk of heat-related problems or opportunities, and we as a society need to be reminded often that this is something that we need to be sure that we're paying attention to.
At World Gym, what we did was we took 10% of all of our profit, anything that we sold out of our memberships, and we gave it back to the Kendrick Foundation. And we invited her to come here, and they set up a tent, and then they did like a little mister, and it was really neat because it was part of the fun run, so we sponsored the fun run as well. And it was amazing how many kids came out. And then we had an aerobic instructor go out, and she did a lot of stretches and different things with all the kids, taught them how to stretch and everything beforehand, and passed out water bottles.
We notice a difference. I mean, the players are bringing more water to camp. They taking advantage of the water breaks, and especially under the heat. So that's how it was beneficial. And of course, we didn't have any heat-related illnesses throughout the camp, which is at 103 degrees in the middle of summer around here in our area. It's a lot.
Whenever I noticed that whenever the Kendrick Foundation did the fun run, there was hundreds and hundreds of people that came out, lots of kids, and everybody was so excited. And it was really neat because all the kids got to learn about the hydration and running, and then the minute that they were done, they of course got a free water bottle and a t-shirt, and they got lots of things that are fun for kids.
If you think about this, Rhonda is thinking of everybody's kids. And what she went through and what she has been through, she has dedicated her life to make sure that kids, there's a preventive maintenance program to help kids worldwide, nationwide, and in this community we're very fortunate to have her here.
The Kendrick Foundation could not run without volunteers. It's amazing how many different activities that they do, just in the area, and obviously one person could not do all that.
I'm sure that we do not know how many lives have been changed.
I think the key to success is just continue to believe, is continue to spread the word.
I think what you do is just success breeds success, and what a better cause than for the Kendrick Fincher Foundation.
And we are a people of habit, and if we teach our young people today, they're going to have a habit of consuming the fluids that they need in their body to stay hydrated.